In my last milestone video, I asked you guys to post any questions for us, and we'd answer them in a separate video. Well, this is that video. But before we begin, let me just thank everyone who enjoys the series. You guys are awesome, and I can't thank you all enough for enjoying our work. I apologize in advance if your name doesn't show up here, since there was a lot of people asking the same questions. Let's start off with the most obvious question, by GH Studios 1000. Why does it take so long to make a TNA episode? Here's a quick montage of all the steps involved in creating one episode.
Oh, every little kitten I see, I turn into a ball of yarn and play with.
Oh my god! Emerald's my favorite! So, what's your plan now?
Bro, you got it! Thank you! Yes! Thank you! That looks like shit!
Whoa. Disco Mountains.
Sean Bioniclister added a face to his comment. Impressive. Hell's Bell's Dog asks, will you show us a short tutorial on how to animate the Noob Adventures? Sure. I usually start out by creating the background, so aside from the storyboards, I have a frame of reference to where the characters should be placed. Sometimes the backgrounds will require animation themselves. After we do the voice acting for the episode, I do all the phoneme or mouth movements. Some lines are only 1 or 2 words, but others can last a whole minute or so. And yes, each one of those dots you see has to be placed manually. There's usually around 50 to 60 lines per episode, sometimes even more. After that, it's all about setting up the characters and animating them into the scene. Each character has an average of 6 to 10 layers on them at all times. Each layer represents an arm or a leg or an eye. Sometimes there needs to be additional layers if the character is holding something like a sword or a bow. And obviously each layer requires some work depending on their action in the scene. Once the character animation is done, I convert the entire scene so I can do some camera work with it, which is just moving it left or right or zooming in. And then I place it into the main timeline and there you go. Minial Plays asked, why don't people calm down and wait patiently like good fans for your amazing animations? Well, that's a really nice way to put it, man.
See you in the next 2 years when episode 20 comes out. See you in another 4 months.
See you guys in 2015.
See you guys in 9 months. Yeah, 9 more months. Unit another one. Okay, now we all wait for 20 years. Time to wait 10 years again.
Bro, in 2 years, they make only 17 episodes.
Now we have to wait.
Sorry for my...
Oh
my god, some hours ago, brand new Rihanna sex tape, 18 and older, which shows this is not worth the wait. 5 months.
That's it? That's it? I waited 6-7 months for this, and it was only 7 minutes? I know it takes long to make these, but I mean, come on, 7 months! They better have completed the series and post them out ever now! And then, because if they don't, I'm a rage the comment bar so hard! They better at the least post a new one each month, because if they don't, I'm rage!
You can really sum up all these complaints in 3 words. People complain that they take too long because they like the episodes and they want to see more of them. So from an aerial viewpoint, it's a compliment to get these type of complaints. Animation is really tedious and there's a lot of other steps besides the animation that we have to go through. If you haven't seen it already, I'd highly recommend watching Element Animation's video, which pretty much sums up what animators go through. It's pretty funny. Lego TD61 asks, how long does it take to make 30 seconds of animation? 18 seconds. Watch. Better than Disney, right? Honestly though, there's no real set amount of time 30 seconds of animation should take. What matters are the variables within the 30-second time frame. Are we talking about 30 seconds of one character on screen with minimal acting? Are we talking 4 characters acting on screen all at the same time? Will they be interacting with each other? Are they going to be interacting with objects in the scene? It's a question with multiple answers. What really needs to be known is the style and the complexity of the scene. Body movements, eye movements, mouth movements. Every action and every line of dialogue varies. So no animator could really answer such a question without having all that information first. 30 seconds of animation could take days or even weeks to do, depending on the complexity. Granted, Noob Adventures isn't Pixar quality, it could still take a ridiculous amount of time to animate small things. Jack Soward asks, where did you get the idea for TNA? Playing Minecraft mainly. Most of the storyline is actually loosely based off the situations we ran into while playing the game. Machinima contacted me after they saw my CSI Minecraft short, and they asked me if I wanted to do a series with those characters. I've previously never done an entire series, so this was an experiment for me. I wrote a script for the first 3 episodes, and then the series took off and people loved it. Mojang is great with adding more content and features into the game, so I've always had plenty to work into the story arcs. Victoria Dragon asks, how did you come up with the characters, and how did your brother come up with the voice for Gaylord and Fart? They were all formed after playing lots of online video games. We just had different personalities that we'd like to put into the series.
Can I just shoot her? Do the title? No!
Gaylord especially was probably our favorite because he was just a psychotic weirdo. I've posted a separate video of some original footage of Gaylord and Fart, so if you want to see those 2 characters in their first stages, check them out.
Check this out, brother. I love to ride motorcycles.
Potato Queen asks, if you could change anything about the series, what would it be? The only thing I'd change is the part in the first episode where Fart kills the pig. It makes him look like a cold-blooded killer. I wanted to tone down the violence for all the little kids, so whenever I release the special edition, the pig will attack first. I'm just kidding though. The only thing I'd change are the small mistakes. Like in episode 5 when Poop Loser gets teleported to Gaylord. Look at the text. It says Fart. I don't know how I or the other 10 people I showed this to missed that before I submitted it. The other big mistake was the final blow to the Wither in episode 17. Bows just can't kill Withers. I did correct that in the Newgrounds version though. Light Yagami asks, where do you get your 3D rig stuff for Flash? And could you give a quick tutorial how it works? Yeah, I actually build those models in 3D Studio Max and texture them with some custom cel-shaded materials. I export them in image sequences, import those sequences into Flash, and then add them into the scene. Sarasak86 asks, what is your favorite quote one of your characters said from the show so far?
Ow, you bitch!
Cyborg Rocks asks, are you going to continue your Circuit Skirmish videos? The answer is yes, but I have no idea when that will be. I had started working on the next episode, but I got really unmotivated to do any personal work since I was working for a company and all my effort was going into the animations that they needed. I have the majority of the next episode already storyboarded out, and I've actually done the first 30 seconds of it, but I'm planning to start from scratch when I have some free time. So sometime in the future, you will definitely be seeing the next episode. Anyway, I hope this video was a bit educational for you guys. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them below and I'll make another video sometime in the near future answering them. If you have any questions for the others who helped make the series, ask them questions too. A huge thank you goes out to Machinima and Happy Hour for supporting and promoting the series. Be sure to subscribe to them since they always have awesome stuff coming out every day. Oh, and to everybody who supports the servers as well. Just a reminder to you guys, we're going to be updating the world in the server, so be sure to hop in before the end of 2013 to move your gear. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.